front of that camera, man.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be in front of that camera.
And the sad thing about it is when you get there, like I was watching a video of some dude, I guess he from Cali. He was talking about you. He said, "Yeah, he a plague to the black community. He a plague to gang culture. He a plague to gang culture, and that's a bad thing. Like if we." Like, if we gonna talk about it, then let's talk about what's really going on in the streets. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a few real life gang members to step up and say, "Hey, homie, you ain't that's out of pocket. You're not doing that. Let that person live. Let that person slide. You get no strikes for fucking. He a civilian. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So that's how I look at it. But yeah, make sure y'all tap in the Careful and Careless on the merch. You feel me? Shout out to Charleston White. We got him checked in.
This is at a youth facility that houses children who murder people. I brought Mob James and them into here. They didn't want. At first, they told Mob James he got to stop. They made the man, cause Mob James was cussing, trying to bully the little kids, as he said I tried to do. So they really. So this can't. Don't nobody do this, homie.
That was like that scared straight type shit.
No, this ain't no scared straight. We
I'm saying what he was trying to do the way that it came off.
Well, they don't know no other conversation but the bully talk. If I was still gangbanging out, they don't know how to communicate, homie.
Yeah.
They've never communicated in our world.
Verbally, anyway.
Never, not even verbally. Everything they handle is with violence.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They don't do it verbally. They're not gonna do no talking. They're not gonna do no understanding. It's straight to.
So here it is. When he come to talk to children, he talking like a gangster.
Yeah.
He don't know how to cuss with compassion. He don't know. He ain't been connecting with children.
Right.
It's a technique that you have to have.
Oh yeah. Because you think you're doing good, you could turn that child up to be the biggest monster that this world has ever seen.
I went and got people from all over the country. Nowhere in the United States of America are people trying to take celebrities inside of a juvenile lockup facility where these kids could possibly have another chance at life after they done commit crimes such as murder.
Right.
So they ain't never done this until I brought them in. So you got these guys online saying I'm a plague. These gang members, homie, they're not getting awards for being youth advocates. This says a youth advocate. I got 10 years in the making. I got children from juvenile facilities, homie, on the wall drawing posters of me.
Right.
I just got signed to another capital murder case, homie. 16-year-old killed an old black man at a Costco right in Dallas. He was in this book.
Man. See, now that's if we talking about gangster, everything you just broke down, every single thing that you trying to touch your hand in, now that's gangster.
And this is this year. This ain't nothing old. This 2021. This ain't nothing old, homie.
Yeah. And that same thing right there, that'll make somebody, want to get out and be rehabilitated.
When the facility made these. So let me tell you what we do when these kids come home. When these kids come home, Mob James them got on there and made all kind of promises to these kids. They made all kind of promises to these kids. Nigga, when they get released, I'm the only one picking them up from their mama in them house, or their sister in them house, or their aunt in them house, taking them to Boss Talk so they can go shopping for clothes. Boss Talk writing vouchers.
Right.
Writing vouchers, homie, so they can come home dressed, putting them in the shoes, the kind of shoes they want to wear.
Yeah. And what I would say is if they are doing those things, they need to put that out there as opposed to trying to, do the opposite of what was gonna help, the black community.
All of this stuff is put on YouTube. But they overlook those because they want the drama, nigga. So they want the character, homie. They want the
Yeah.
Rat Williams. They don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
tough.
yeah. They,
Yeah, they want
they,
them little Rat Williams. They don't want tough. White people
yeah,
like this.
they want you talking that shit for real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
So you show me a gang member, homie. So all these niggas trying to talk about me, talking about they dead homies.
right,
What
right,
about the
right,
dead victims?
right, right.
What about the dead victims? They never mention those.
And what about the dead victims that wasn't even had nothing to do with what you was trying to carry out?
They
Because
never mention those.
that's my thing. It's like if you gonna have a problem with somebody saying, "Oh, gang violence and gang culture is the number one thing that kills black people." If you got a problem with that, then you got to acknowledge the fact that ain't nobody a person that's coming out of the military that know how to shoot when you going off with 150 shots. Ain't nobody out here trained you to be able to do that. So when that little 6-year-old girl get hit by a stray bullet, or that father that's eating Thanksgiving dinner with his family, when he get just a shot to the head and now he gone, who we gonna blame? So that's my biggest thing when it comes down to all that shit.
Casualties of gang violence, homie.
Facts, facts.
They haven't created no kind of fund. They don't have nothing for their fallen soldiers, but they so honored. How can you honor these people when y'all don't even go cut the grass at the graveyards? Some
Not
of these
even water it.
tombstones.
Yeah.
Some of these people just got a little plaque down off in the dirt, and if the grass grows 2 inches, you won't even see their name.
Right, right, right.
The pain. The pain.
Destruction.
Just think about the pain of the nigga who died. Gang banging. Y'all show up at the funeral in all y'all red and blue colors. His grandmother come there, she don't have nothing to do with gang banging. You know,
and she might be resenting y'all. She might be the one that was fighting against y'all showing up.
You know what them niggas do at the funeral, homie? The mothers, the children, the aunties, they are crying. These niggas show up in their gang colors and take over these people's funerals with disrespect.
That they didn't help raise no money for it. They didn't sit out there on the four corner block and ask for donations. They didn't set up no GoFundMe. They didn't wash no cars. Nigga, hey, I could go on and go on, but this is what I see being out here.
They come have a gang at the graveyard. At the graveyard. They ain't finna come by Christmas and drop off nothing and just say, hey, I just want to come share my spirit with y'all because he was this kind of friend to me. Them people gonna feel like their family member died in vain. The kids at the funeral, they become indoctrinated. This is the way I want to die. You can't see this when you die, fool. You can't see none of this when you die. This is bullshit.
Right.
Man, we got to stand. Man, these guys act like it ain't a God. They act like they the gods on earth.